Bharati sir. I request Furqan sir to please felicitate Dr. Bharati sir with the salary. Thank you, sir. I request you to start the session.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Nice to see you all here for this important session organized by IIC of our college. These sessions are going on in the college regarding the intellectual property rights, regarding the startups, regarding the innovative ideas, because this is one of the very important initiative of government of India. Right? The government of India is focusing since last many years on these aspects, because they know that these are the aspects, or these are the things which are going to lead the world. Obviously, whenever we are thinking about some development, okay, you require some ideas. Let us say, for example, we are sitting here comfortably and looking at this PowerPoint presentation, okay, or you are sitting somewhere and you are seeing this presentation. It is because of some ideas which were generated in somebody's mind, and he has materialized that idea, isn't it? He or she has materialized that idea. Because of that, we are becoming comfortable and we are learning more and more. Same thing is happening in the field of medicine also. Right? Since you see the 1930-40, when the drug penicillin was discovered, okay, penicillin drug was discovered. The penicillin drug was discovered at that time for the treatment of infections. But later on, over the period of time, you will find that that drug was having some limitations, because when the drug was taken, it is getting reactivated in the stomach because of the enzymes, because the enzymes which are present, okay, lactamase enzymes. So the activity could not sustain for a longer period of time, isn't it? That means it is a short-lived activity of the drug. But over the period of time, the development has taken place, and the drug has been converted into a suitable drug which can prevent the inhibition, which can prevent the degradation of the enzyme, degradation by the enzyme of a drug. So we could see down the amoxicillin, ampicillin, these are the derivatives which are stable derivatives. Okay, so this is the development. So what happened over the period of time? This development has taken place in the drug also. In the drug also, you must have seen that there are drugs, when the diazepam discovered, the dose of diazepam is little bit high. Okay, it is a serious depression drug. But over the period of time, the discovery has taken place and further research has been taken place, and now that alprazolam is available. Alprazolam is a derivative of diazepam, but it is having the activity, very good activity at a very less dose. That means 5 milligram is a dose of diazepam, and 0.25 milligram is a dose of alprazolam. So see the 10-20 times reduction in the dose. That means the point that I would like to share with you here is these are some ideas which are very important. And once you put the idea in the market, and if that idea is novel, and if you are not protected that idea, then somebody use that idea and get the benefit of that. Okay, so it is very essential that these ideas should be protected. Ideas are very important, that lead the development of yourself, that lead the development of society, development of country, and it gives the benefit to others also. So whenever we are having some ideas, then that ideas has to be patented. That idea has to be protected. Okay, there are the provision. The World Organization, the whole world has the laws. Okay, that laws are implemented all over the world, in the India also, and that lead to the protection of your ideas. So you can protect the idea, and that idea, whatever you have protected, you can get the benefit of that. At the same time, it will produce the benefit to the society also. So mutual benefit will be there. That's why the government is also promoting. Government is also promoting that if you are having that idea, we are ready to explore that idea, we are ready to develop that idea, and that idea could be an idea which will be beneficial to you as well as society as well as country. Okay, so these are the initiatives of the government also taking place. So here the topic which is intellectual property rights and IP management. Okay, for the startup. That topic is there. So with reference to that topic, just I had some points to share with you so that the concept will be clear. Okay, and you can think in that direction, start thinking in that direction, because your thinking lead to the novel idea. Idea will come from where? It will come from brain. If you come from your mind. Okay, so that thinking may lead. Okay, and hopefully you can discuss among yourself. And out of discussion also many times good ideas will come. Okay, two friends were standing somewhere in the Delhi and waiting for the rickshaw to come. Rickshaw was not coming. Okay, so they thought that this is the problem. This is the problem because I am waiting since many time, minutes, and there was no rickshaw and I have to go. So what they thought that there should be some solution has to be there. So they start thinking over it. They thought thinking on that problem, and finally Ola is the outcome of that problem. Are you getting my point? So this is how the things will happen. So definitely thinking if generated, it has to be discussed amongst your friends, okay, amongst your close friends with whom you have good relations. Because if that idea is novel and you are discussing with some other friends, okay, maybe the other friends we don't know about that, and if your idea is very novel, you may steal that idea. Okay, so whenever we are doing that, sir, and whenever we found that these ideas are very useful, very beneficial, then I think it has to be discussed with your close relatives, close friends, okay, or your parents, and let us see. If you find that this is a very good idea, then there are the provisions by the government also where you can approach and you can utilize that ideas as well. Now here, intellectual property right is a right for a personal creation. Creation starts from the brain, as I said. Okay, whatever you create, okay, whatever you create, that can be protected. Okay, they are usually give a creator an exclusive right over the particular period of time, right? Over the particular period of time. That means whatever ideas you have created, and if it is protected, then it will be protected for a particular period of time. For example, as far as our drug industry is concerned, I am showing one example. If a company is discovering a drug, okay, and if company is applied for the protection patents, then the patent is granted to that company from the day it has submitted the application, and it is for a period of 20 years. That means for the 20 years the company has exclusive right on that idea, on that product, and the company can sell that product in India and abroad and earn the profit out of that. But after 20 years of trade, the product is no more the product of that company. It will be open, and anybody can use that product and synthesize the same compounds, okay, and he can sell and he can earn the profit. Okay, that means up to a 20 years period of time, the exclusive rights are given for a certain period of time. That means whatever ideas you are putting for the patent, that will be having certain shelf life. It is a shelf life of 20 years, right? So this is very important point. So whenever you have some good ideas and you find that ideas can be protected, then there are the provision. That provision comes under intellectual property rights. Okay, there is a law. We have some courses also on the idea. So if you do that courses further, if you are interested and if you do that courses, I recommend you all you go for some courses which are having the IPRC. Some certificate courses are there, okay, some diploma courses are there. At least 3 months, 6 months certificate course you can complete. We are having one subject in our studies also, which is 1 year subject, semester subject. On the same time, you can go for that. Now, what are these aspects? Trademark, patents, copyright, industrial design, geographical indication, trade secrets. Okay, which comes under the intellectual property rights. Okay, the invention. See, very important point. Which can be patented, which comes under novel intellectual property rights is that novel, non-obvious, and useful. So, say for example, you are discovering a drug substance. Okay, the drug substance, if you want to protect it through IPR, the drug substance must be novel. That means it should not be reported, it should not be available in the domain. Okay, so whenever we are asking the students to go for the research, we ask them that whatever you have synthesized, whatever you are planning to synthesize, whatever ideas is there, you just check it whether that idea is available or not. Okay, one example I can share with you. One student I have given a project work on the method development of one drug substance. Okay, when she started the work, the method was not reported. We have searched for 1 month, it was not available. But when she has started the work and when she completed the work, okay, by the time the method was available. And when we search again at the time of submission of the report of the dissertation, we found that the method was published by somebody. But when we have started the work, this is the example which happened with me. When we have started the work, the method was not available because it is expected that in the young form we should do some novel work. It should be novel. Okay. So we have started that work, but it was at the time when submission was there, that the method was available in the domain. And the date we observed that we seen the date, we checked the date also. The date was the date a few months back of that, the submission of just 2 months back. The point is that this happened. So whenever we have some ideas, that ideas has to be protected. Okay. Novelty is very important. So whenever we ask the students to search for the novelty, they search in on the various sources, okay, available, and they found that the drug or the molecule which they are planning is not available, and they can plan for this. It should be non-obvious. Non-obvious means what? Say for example, a reaction is there, and you are planning to replace the reaction. A catalyst is there, sodium chloride catalyst, okay, and you are planning to replace it with the potassium chloride catalyst. Both are having same properties. Okay, and you are saying that yes, I want to get a patent. Are you getting my point? One reaction already reported with the sodium chloride, and now you are planning that the same reaction I will repeat with the potassium chloride, and you want a patent on that. So it is not obvious. It is obvious, okay, because both the substances are having almost same properties. Chemical properties are same. So if you are replacing one substance with another substance having same chemical properties, it cannot be patented. Are you getting your point? At least it should be non-obvious. Yeah, you can have some another substance, you can have another catalyst, but it cannot be patented with the potassium chloride. Are you getting my point? That is the meaning of non-obvious. It should not be obvious, it should be non-obvious, and it should be useful. It should be useful. Useful means what? Like a drug synthesis. Okay, patenting of a drug substances. It is useful for the community. It is useful for the community. Patenting some softwares. It is useful for the community. Because of this software, we can see here the presentations and all. So it is useful. So the usefulness is very important. So this is the very important aspects whenever we are going for an invention or patenting of some ideas, patent of work. Then it should be novel. It should be non-obvious. It should be useful. This is very important. Then only it will be patented, else it will not be patented. Right? So we will not go into the details of these aspects of the trademark, patent, trademark. See, one important thing, that is trademark, patent, copyright. Now, one example I will share. few days back I was discussing with my friend and we were trying to have some email ID, a novel email ID, okay? Rather novelly, I can say that one website, we are planning to have the website, okay? So just we log into a web and we started putting that website, okay? So that website is already registered. So if it is registered, we could not purchase that website, right? So we went to that vendor and we asked them that you have registered this one. Yes sir, we have registered, but we have registered not for our purpose, we have registered for the purpose of sale. For the purpose of sale. If you want to get that website, okay, or that name of the website, you can pay the amount. They have given the amount to us, and we can transfer that right. Let me see. The idea is there. They found that this is the word which is very important word which like the people. So they catch the word and they have some website on that name. Are you getting it? How the people are using these ideas, these intellectuals, these creations, and earning from there. So this is the things which are going on. You should know about that. Email IDs are also registered. Email IDs are also protected, registered by some agencies. Okay. Vote ID is the website where you can see all these things are going on. So they registered. Okay. It means they also purchased from somewhere from the agencies and they registered themselves and they sell to the people. So this is the copy. This comes under the copyright. So these are the various aspects where we can go for the intellectual property rights and can protect it then with this idea. Another aspect is their startup. Okay, another aspect in your presentation is startup. What is the meaning of startup? What is the meaning of startup? Just I said share one important aspect of the Ola. Okay, people were standing and waiting for the auto rickshaw didn't turn up. So they thought thinking what to do for that. And they have generated one idea and they have developed one app. Okay, and through that app now it is available all over India. Ola is available in your hand. So standing at one place, you can just give the request. The Ola vehicle will come, and so that is the idea. So that is the startup. So that was startup. The startup referred to a company in the first stage of operation. Okay. Startups are founded by one or more entrepreneurs who want to develop a product or service for which they believe there is a demand. There is a demand. Yes, there is a demand. Right? Like the requirement. Everybody wants a vehicle at a particular period of time. I want to go to the railway station. I want a vehicle. Okay, if I go someplace and I stand there are chances that vehicle may not be available. And I have to rush to the railway station for the train. So what to do? I don't want to miss the train. So we can plan at home. Okay? There is a demand for that. Because a lot of population is there in India. 1.4 billion population, 140 crore population. Okay, that population required. Okay, so there is a lot of demand is there. So in demand is there, and when you have some ideas, then you want to convert that idea into a startup. Okay, and the startup is required for a particular population, for a particular demand. Then you can go for the startups, and there are the supports for the startups also. Okay, so there is a demand. There is a demand always in India for whatever you have some ideas, some innovations. So you can think of it and you can develop that into a startup and then enterprise. So startup is a company, okay, which is there in the first stage of operation, and it can be formed by one person or a group of person, right? So whenever we are planning for entrepreneurship, then if the like-minded people join the hands, then that is good. The company will grow because like-minded people will have the discussion, will have some ideas, and it will enhance, it will build a confidence in the entrepreneur, it will build the confidence in your company, right? And you can grow that company very nicely. So having 2 or 3 persons in a company, in entrepreneurship is very, very essential in the days of the competition, right? So you have to build a team like that, and or you can hire the persons which are intellectually very sound, and do that. See, lot of companies they are investing money in the research. The reason behind that is they want to sustain and they want to continue their business for the period of time. If they don't want to, like Nokia was the phone, mobile phone. Okay, when I purchased the Nokia in 1997, 98, at that time these companies were not there. Okay, whatever companies you see in the field of mobile, these companies were not there at that time. But Nokia has not innovated the products. Okay, Nokia has not innovated the products, and because of that, they lose the complete market. And now Nokia is not there. Nobody knows the Nokia mobile is everything. But we use that mobile once. These other companies which are there, these companies are not there at all. But they have innovated. They have sustained, they have gone through the competition, they want to survive. So they have struggling and they have started innovating products and all, and they see their business going well. So companies which are not having the innovation, not having the ideas, not having the creations, okay, not having the useful products, they could not sustain. So there is so for the startup there are some management. If you are having some IP activities, so there is a management required in the startup. So what are these ways, okay, through which we can manage our IP management activities and we can sustain our business as well. Okay, so this is where we have landed now. We have an idea startup. Okay, we have an idea. That idea we have patented. Okay, and now that idea we want to manage it properly so that we can get the benefit of that. We can give the benefit to the society, and we can develop the economy of our nation. Okay, so that is the objective of IP ultimately. So that has to be managed properly. So there are some aspects that we want to look into that. Protect your ideas. So first of all, protect your ideas. मान लो ओला ने वो आइडिया प्रोटेक्ट नहीं किया होता और ऐप बना लिया होता, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, है ना ऐसा, तो वो आइडिया को कोई भी यूज़ कर लेता। मान लो अभी जैसा मैंने बताया एमपीसीलिन या एमोक्सिसिलिन प्रोटेक्ट नहीं किया है, उसका प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में आ गया है, तो पता चला मैंने सर्च किया और पता चला कि वो पेटेंट तो उसका एवेलेबल है, इसका मतलब ऐसे बना तो मैंने बना लिया, उसका भी प्रोडक्ट चल रहा है मेरा। तो कंपनी जो इन्वेस्ट किया है, जो कंपनी ने उसमें इन्वेस्ट किया है डिस्कवरी के लिए, तो उनको बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा। इसीलिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आपके पास कोई आइडिया है तो आप वो आइडिया को प्रोटेक्ट करना है। तो सबसे पहला स्टेप है प्रोटेक्ट योर आइडियाज। देयर आर द लॉज लाइक आई सेड ना, आईपीआर इज वन एक्टिविटी, it is a one subject itself, which is comes under the legal aspects. How to study that laws, and through that laws only we can protect our ideas. Okay, we can protect our ideas in India as well as other countries as well. So simultaneous protection is very essential. So protect your ideas. Establish your brand identity. Okay. So second stage is that you have protected your ideas and you are planning to develop that idea into a startup. So when you are planning to develop that idea into a startup, you have to establish our brand equity. So once you establish our brand equity by registering, so when we want to establish a brand equity, then there are the aspects that comes in the intellectual property right, is like name, logo, products. Okay, all these things will come, and that logos, names, that has to be simultaneously protected. Okay, that has to be protected simultaneously. So nobody will use that term. Prosing nobody can use. Prosing is the patent, it is a copyright. Nobody can use the prosing. I need to manufacture a tablet of paracetamol, 500 milligram paracetamol tablet. I cannot give the name as prosing, CROCIN, because already it is copyright by the company. Because why they have copyright? Because they want to have the brand identity. The identity of the brand should not be stolen by somebody. So they have already done that. Any product, you say mobile, any mobile, they have some aspects of the design, they have patented. Some aspects of the name of the mobile, they have patented. Okay, logos are there. Logos are also patented. Okay, so all these things are getting patented, simultaneously protected by the property right, because they want to generate, they want to establish their brand. Because it is not a period of 1 year, 2 years, it is a period of particular time period, long time period. So they have to have a plan, okay, so that over the period of time the company can get the fruits of that and people can get the benefit from it. Attract investors and partners. Definitely one important thing is that आपके पास आइडिया है, बहुत अच्छा आइडिया है, ठीक है. जैसा भी बहुत से कंपनी के आइडियाज बड़े बड़े इन्वेस्टर्स है, टाटास है, बिरलास है, उसके बाद अंबानी है, तो वो उनको पता चलता है कि भाई XYZ के पास बहुत अच्छा आइडिया है और ये लोग जो स्टार्टअप्स है, स्टार्टअप्स वाले जो उनको अप्रोच करते हैं, सर ऐसा आइडिया है और अगर आपको इन्वेस्ट करना है तो people start their investment in that ideas. Why? Because they see the future is there in that. And why the person is going approaching him? Because he don't have that much funds. He don't have that much funds to take their startup to next stage. Okay, so it is a mutual benefit to both the partners. It is a mutual benefit to both the partners who is investing. So investors are very important, right? So attract the investors and partners to further take that ideas, that startup to the next level, so that the business can grow, the ideas can grow, and everybody will get benefit of that. Monetize your intellectual property right. So here you can start this in the market, and you can generate income through this monetization. You generate income, okay, generate income and strengthen their position in the marketplace. So once it has been done, now start earning it and developing the products further so that the income generation will be, and stay ahead of the competition. Like I said, take the example of Nokia. Okay, Nokia has not thought of these aspects, and because of their failure. Okay, so we have to stay in the competition. So whatever product is there, so we have to think that similar types of the products are coming in the market. If they are coming, then what is your strategy to stay in the competition? What are you thinking? So you have to develop that type of workforce in the company, in the startup, so that you can stay ahead of that competition, and your company should sustain for over a period of time. So that is what we call it as the IP management. Everything is now depends upon your innovation, isn't it? Your ideas, whatever you have the ideas, the innovations, you protect that innovations. Once you protect, you plan to manage that innovation, and once you manage it, the ultimate objective is that it is beneficial to you as well as to the society.